we're here at what I fondly regard as HQ of Muay Thai, which is Master Sken's Academy, as we know it in Stockport. How's it going?
It's going great, Pete. It's going fantastic, and it's good to see you as always. Because in terms of historically for myself, I started training Muay Thai about 20 years ago with Trevor Hine at Chorley. Trevor Hine was one of Master Sken's former undefeated champions, and got to a stage during my Muay Thai training that started to come and train up here at headquarters with Master Sken. So I was training at Chorley and involved with the teaching at Chorley, then started getting involved with teaching up at Stockport or headquarters along with Master Sken, and that sort of continued to develop. And when Master Sken's plans for the future changed and he moved down to Gloucestershire, was given the opportunity to head up and run MSA Stockport as it is now. That was in June 2015. Yeah, well, we've got a new generation of fighters coming through now at both MSA Stockport and MSA Chorley, and such high quality as well, you know, under short training time. They're all regularly attending classes, getting involved with regular inter-clubs, and they're making that transition through now into the ring and wanting to compete. We've got young Archie, who now is 5 years old and in the heavyweight division at 20 kilograms. You know, he's making his debut on your show. And then got Huey as well now. He's 12-year-old again, short time training but massive work ethic, you know, and he's coming on leaps and bounds in a very short space of time, and I think he's one to watch out for the future. Yeah, that's where we're at with the current fighters at the moment. We've got a new sort of string about to be unleashed from Stockport as well, so I think over a very short period of time there's going to be another full generation of fighters from MSA Stockport and Chorley. I think for me, the people that walk through the door and take part and get involved with Muay Thai training, the most important thing for me is A, they enjoy it, and B, if it can help change someone's life for the better, then that's worth more than anything really. And it's not necessarily about coming in there and being a fighter, it's making sure that each individual, achieves their own personal goals, and for me the wider picture of Muay Thai is benefiting the community and community needs. We've done many programs over the years working with the youth offending team, the community. We've worked things with Pure Insight, so care leavers, and I think opening up the gym doors to people within the community and trying to give them, or ensuring that they get a positive impact from Muay Thai training, and ultimately changing their life, giving them a positive outlook and trying to help them make that right direction back onto onto in some cases either a civil life or a normal life really, and sometimes people just need a helping hand along the way. And for me, that's the most important thing, within, being a gym owner myself and being a trainer, that's more important than anything. If I can help change someone's life for the better, then that means more than to me, means more than creating a world champion, in the ring. The most important thing for me is creating a champion in life. Master Sken without a doubt is absolutely world renowned. I think, like you say, he's a pioneer for the sport. I think he's in a word, he's a legend really. Not only with his knowledge and his ability to teach and train Muay Thai, but as a mentor as well, and as a role model. I think, like I say, came over to the UK in 1977, and I think look at the changes made on the UK alone, never mind the world and the rest of Europe. He's such an important figure. I think now, not just in Muay Thai but in life. He's an absolute fantastic trainer, role model. Again, we're talking about people coming in through the gym door. That is one person without a doubt. I think everyone who's had any spent any time with Master Sken will tell you, he will certainly have a lifelong impact on the life. He's a fantastic guy.
Myself, I was very, very privileged to work on the MSA brand when he did the SuperShows for the adults as such, and it was an eye-opener. The guys planning and attention to detail
Yeah.
is second to none.
It's absolutely second to none, and that is everything he does. Absolute attention to detail and quality. You know, that's with his training, with his promotions. I think, you know yourself when you cast your back years ago, 80s and 90s, and you know the sort of shows that Master Sken were putting on then and bringing the top ties over. You know, he's putting on the biggest promotions out there. You know, in the UK, broadcast to millions of people worldwide. You know, and like you said, you've had the experience of working on the Muay Thai Premier League with him. You know, and that, like what you've just said, his attention to detail is second to none, because you know it's such high quality and everything that he does is such high quality. Very, very lucky to get the opportunity to train with Master Sken. You know, like I said, I started when my instructor Trevor Hine at Chorley introduced me and brought me up to Master Sken. You know, I was absolutely in awe, because I knew about him historically and I never really met him in person, and you know the relationship I developed with him over that period of time he's been almost like a father to me, you know, and I think, you know, I spent so much time training and learning with him, and that continues to this day. You know, I was lucky to have him you know, sort of 30 minutes away up here in Stockport, and even now, you know, he's in Gloucester, and make regular trips down there to train with him and spend time with him as well. Now I've got the opportunity, luckily, sort of November last year, to expand and open up a little bit nearer to home. I'm from Chorley. Probably for the last 10 years now, I've been sort of making the commute on a daily basis to Stockport, and I've got an opportunity to open up nearer to home. So my Chorley gym now is literally 1 mile from my house, so I'm splitting my time between Stockport and Chorley equally. We've got classes on every weeknight for both adults and juniors, and also on Saturdays. So we've got junior classes 6 till 7 every night, and also follows with the adult classes 7 o'clock onwards. So I'm lucky as well, I think, you know, to have my own group of instructors as well, because without them it wouldn't be possible to operate both gyms and run so many classes, I think. So I think a big you know, thank you goes out to all my instructors and staff that help make it possible. Yeah, no, it's our great pleasure, you know, and whatever we do, we do to the best of our ability. We always act professional, look professional, and, you know, our fight is to perform professionally, you know, and I think, again, it's going back to a true representation of Master Sken, you know, and what we try and do is continue his legacy with great pride. The gym's here for the community, it's here for the public, and the door's always open. You know, if people need anything, then MSA Stockport, MSA Chorley, the door's always open. We're always on the end of the phone.